Today's lesson is over irrelevant and extraneous details. What does the word irrelevant mean? Irrelevant means it's not relevant, it's not applicable, it's not pertinent. Okay, but can we have a better definition of that, one that doesn't use a bunch of big words? Okay, so basically irrelevant means it's off topic. It's not related to what you're trying to explain. It's not related to the topic of your paragraph. So if you're talking about hockey and someone keeps trying to mention football, you might describe their comments as irrelevant, because irrelevant means not related to the subject at hand. What about the word extraneous? I can see it starts with the word extra, so maybe it has something to do with extra, but extraneous is a really big word. The dictionary says extraneous means introduced or coming from without, not belonging or proper to a thing, external, foreign, not pertinent, irrelevant. Ooh, there's that word irrelevant again. But still, that's a really complicated looking definition. Extraneous means coming from the outside, like the extraneous noise you hear when you're in a theater and a train passes by, or the extraneous noise when you're sitting in a quiet classroom and you hear somebody really noisy walk by in the hallway. It's coming from the outside and it doesn't belong there. Extraneous can also mean that it's not relevant and it's not essential, like all the extraneous information in your long-winded story where you wrote every single detail. So you were telling me a story about how you won your soccer game, but first you stopped to tell me that your shoes were blue and your friend's shoes were red, and then you didn't like the opposing team's shoes because they all wore the same black shoes. That would be extraneous. So what would irrelevant and extraneous details in a piece of writing be? Extraneous and irrelevant details in a piece of writing are trash. They're a waste of your time. In order to figure out if a detail is extraneous or irrelevant, we have to read the paragraph, figure out the main idea, and then eliminate any sentences that aren't related to the main idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to read this paragraph out loud, and we're going to figure out what the main idea is. After we figure out the main idea, we're going to find which sentence in this paragraph doesn't support that main idea. Maintaining an automobile can be expensive. There are many related costs that are not immediately apparent. Okay, so my main idea, maintaining an automobile can be expensive. My first sentence is always the topic sentence. It tells me what I'm talking about for that whole paragraph. So my topic sentence says maintaining an automobile can be expensive. That means the whole paragraph has to be about how having a car can be expensive. Maintaining an automobile can be expensive. There are many related costs that are not immediately apparent. For example, drivers must not only purchase their vehicle, but they must pay for car insurance. Insurance is also necessary for homeowners to protect against fire, theft, and natural disasters. Of course, motor vehicle operators also need to keep fuel in their tanks, and gasoline is very expensive. Periodically, the oil should be changed to keep the engine running smoothly and efficiently. Some people change the oil themselves, but most folks bring the car to a dealership or gas station and pay not only for the oil, but also for the mechanic's time. In time, tires and wiper plates must be replaced, and most drivers also open their wallets and dish out dough for a decent car wash. And remember, wax and polish is extra. So, like we said, this paragraph is about maintaining an automobile can be expensive. That means every detail in this paragraph should explain to us about the costs of owning a car. But which sentence doesn't tell us anything about how expensive owning a car can be or what you have to pay for when you own a car? When I'm talking about insurance is necessary for homeowners to protect against fire, theft, and natural disasters, that has nothing to do with my main idea. It's irrelevant and extraneous because it's off topic. Okay, what about this one? Need a little extra cash? Consider babysitting or dog sitting. Both of these jobs are usually available right in your own neighborhood. You need to ask yourself, are you better suited to dealing with young children or sometimes frisky canines? It's a good idea to spend some time with the neighborhood toddlers or pups before you agree to the job. Toddlers can be quite demanding and are often susceptible to tantrums and crankiness. Dogs can be demanding too, but in other ways. You don't want the pup you're watching to chew the furniture or to mess the carpet. Cats are much easier. Toddlers can be very talkative, telling you their every need. Dogs, of course, don't talk, which can make the job easier, except they can't tell you what they want as easily. Both pups and children might give you a break and take a nap on your watch and leave you free to watch a little TV. Whether you choose kids or pups, both are awfully cute. This is a great way to earn some spending money. So what's the idea, the main idea of this paragraph? Well, remember, our main idea is always going to be the first sentence, that topic sentence. The topic sentence tells us what our entire paragraph needs to be about. So, need a little extra cash? Consider babysitting or dog sitting. If that's my main idea, then my entire paragraph needs to tell me either about babysitting or about dog sitting. This is a compare and contrast paragraph, so we're comparing the details of babysitting to the details of dog sitting. But which detail is extraneous? It doesn't tell us anything about babysitting or dog sitting. That's right. If you say cats are much easier, it doesn't tell us anything about babysitting, and it doesn't tell us anything about dog sitting. It's irrelevant because it's off topic, and it's extraneous because cats don't belong in a paragraph talking about babysitting and dog sitting. Okay, so now it's time to log into Canvas. You're going to read the paragraphs. Highlight the main idea in yellow. Find the detail sentence that does not support the main idea and cross it out in red. It's time to practice. Go ahead and log in. When you're finished, turn your OneNote link into Canvas.